Well, today we learned Spurs head coach Gregg Popovich is recovering from a mild stroke. The team revealing he suffered the stroke at the beginning of the month. And in the last hour, we heard from the Spurs general manager on Coach Pop's recovery. KENS 5 Sports anchor Nate Ryan is at the Frost Bank Center with new reaction. Nate?
Spurs hosting the Washington Wizards tonight, 7 p.m. tip-off. Usually before the game, you hear from the team's head coach. Tonight, that's going to be Mitch Johnson, the interim coach for San Antonio. But the general manager, Brian Wright, taking the microphone tonight, updating the status of head coach Gregg Popovich. We do know, per the team's announcement, that Coach Pop's mild stroke was suffered in this very building on November 2nd. That was before the team hosted the Minnesota Timberwolves. He has not coached in a game since. We do know that Coach Pop has begun his rehabilitation process, and his timetable to return is up in the air. General Manager Brian Wright moments ago updating the status of the 75-year-old head coach.
He's doing well. He's doing well. I'm sure another question will come and, well, what has he said? Well, he's going to ask, why are we turning the ball over so much? And that's all of you that know Coach Pop. That's exactly how he is. And you know him, he's tough, and he's a fighter, and he's going to work. So I don't know that there's another person that means so much to another organization, sports or non-sports. And he's more than a coach, right? Like, I think when you think about it, he doesn't sit up here and talk X's and O's all the time, right? Like, he's talking about life and keeping things in the right perspective. And I think the guys, you know, they feel that. That's a part of their growth and development, especially with a young group. And so it's difficult, but again, I think they've done a really, really phenomenal job of staying focused and trying to stay in the moment. And as Pop would say, pound the rock.
Yeah, the common theme for those close to Coach Pop is that he is okay. We heard Brian Wright say that. Interim coach Mitch Johnson said that just 2 days after the medical episode. But for context, I spoke with the stroke director, the comprehensive stroke director from St. Luke's Baptist Hospital earlier this afternoon, just gauging what an average recovery time would be from a mild stroke. And she told me that it would be around 2 to 3 weeks. Obviously, Coach Pop's episode occurred a week and a half ago, but no timetable has been given for the Spurs Hall of Fame 75-year-old head coach. But we do know, Isis, that he is okay. In a few minutes, we'll talk more about tonight's matchup, because the Spurs playing well, looking to get back to 500 on the ledger tonight against the Washington Wizards.
All right, thank you, Nate. We'll see you tonight at 10.